deconstruct the news to realize the truth.
Okay.
And the Russians, I must say, became adept at this because they went through that Soviet thing. See, the Russians, the thing about that, we always like the Russians are our enemy, right? The Russians are our enemy. But the deal is the Russians have already been through. They're ahead of our cycle, right?
Yes.
So they've been through the shit ahead of us. They've already done it, right?
Right.
I mean, at least like recently. So like they've already gone through this massive deflation where all the women had to be hoes.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, we like did the bread lines, but it was like off then. But we're about to go into that era where our money just goes away and we have to be hoes, you know? And we're just ahead of our time.
Yes.
Trying to get people to get used to the idea that we're going to have to be hoes to survive.
Falling at a worse spot. Damn.
The center
Look at
hole. It's a mess.
It is a mess, and I needed that.
It looks like Vesuvius.
I needed that batter too. Maybe I can save some of it.
I can't remember. Oh, so the whole Kathy Lee Gifford thing, where did I leave off?
I don't know. I was talking about her, and then we got distracted. Next time I turn that burner on, it's going to smell something awful.
We couldn't figure out where CBS, who owns CBS.
General Electric.
No! And they own NBC.
What? No.
Yes!
They own, David Letterman was always talking about it.
Right, that's why.
He's on CBS.
Well, but see, he was sold to CBS from NBC. And that's kind of when he went downhill, because like you just don't have really anything to work against with CBS.
Right.
Though they do own Showtime, which has this famous person who also happens to be of Roma heritage which
who?
I designate as question 1 on our quiz.
I don't know.
You know,
Is it Kathy Lee Gifford?
I'm not gonna say. I think you should have to like look it up on the internet.
Oh, well, that'll take too long. I'm not going to remember about it anyway.
Here it is. Okay. Or I found it in my file.
Okay, so then you put in.
Okay, so I don't understand this, right?
A little more dough.
So CBS, they own Nickelodeon Books and MTV Books and Showtime, the Sundance Channel, and they have this 50-50 joint venture with Time Warner. And somehow there's some kind of a derivative of like Westinghouse. But I don't remember. That's like something like the government. That's like a government thing, isn't it? Westinghouse. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it had to do with energy, maybe electricity.
See, I think television has grown out of this need to spend electricity. Because if you think about GE, I mean, pretty much what they do is like
bring good things to life.
Right. They come up with things to like make our life worth living, like mixers and air
light
conditioners
bulbs and refrigerators
and like just to hide the fact that they do all the nuclear weapons shit.
Right. It's all publicity.
Right. So they do all this like money wasting shit to like make us feel better. But I think they've come to the point where it's like, we've given you probably the best washer and dryer you're going to get ever. We're not going to waste our time with that shit anymore. And, you know, now they're just like, we don't even want to entertain you. We don't give a shit. We're just going to spend all our time on defense because we're going to have to kick the shit out of the Russians and the Chinese to get all their energy.
It all just boils down to chess.
Yeah, it's all just like, it's all about ego.
Strategy and ego.
It's a game. And it's like, I guess it's the only thing that white people can do. And when there gets to be just an excess of white people,
They just go after each other and kill each other off.
yes, because they're all like ruthless. I mean, you get a bunch of ruthless people, which I think is genetic. Oh, I have an example. I love doing like physical examples because I think when I get to be past my prime, I'll be doing like a nature show on cable access, and I'll live in the woods. But anyway,
What do you have?
This is a corkscrew.
Oh.
And this is kind of the force. I think this is how protons work. That the charges in the proton are like a spiraling energy. And so like electrons are like that. And somehow they're like held within a field. Possibly because of some kind of electrical force. And when you hit them with like another electrical force, it shoots the energy off in one direction. And you have like what registers as like a massive particle. But see, I don't think it's a particle. I think it's just like an energy wave that looks like a corkscrew. God, it's like we need an intern to hold a microphone. Like they do in all those films,
How much time do we have, cameraman?
10 minutes.
Oh, we should stop.
Why?
Because
We have to do Ouija board.
we can do Ouija board when we come back while the cake's finishing up. But we got still like 30, 45 minutes for the cake's ready.
Okay. Well,
We can smoke out again.
that's great.
Makes you have an epileptic fit and you go into this trance state, which is why, there's always sequins on like Vegas acts and ballet stars and shit.
Do you think that'll be a good plan, Chet?
Oh yeah, it's a great idea.
Okay, hang on.
It didn't work when we first started, and then we had 3 people, and then
we got a new board.
yeah, well, it was hard to read the old one. I couldn't read it.
How's that, cameraman?
It's good.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
All right.
We should do that cleansing thing.
Oh, do I need to do this?
Yeah.
The thing. Okay.
It wouldn't be like-
You have to cast a protective circle.
There.
Okay, so here we go round. Here we go round. Round. Here we go round. Okay. We are protected from evil spirits. Okay.
The cake smells good.
I thought you had a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I was going to ask Einstein. I'm really confused about the entangled. I forget what they're called. But like the entangled like particles. I know that you didn't believe in that shit. And I just think it's like probably that someone didn't do the math right. But I was going to ask you what you thought about it.
Okay. I don't think I understand that question, but I will direct my spirit energy toward finding Einstein. Oh, it moved.
I can't read it. K.
Okay.
A. D. Wait, no, what is that? B. K-A-B.